Top reasons why Meet Kevin is successful. Atop the YouTube real estate info empire, you'd probably put Graham Stephan on the Mount Rushmore. Some other channels that deserve to be on the YouTube investing Mount Rushmore would be Andrei Jikh, Biaheza, and Bigger Pockets. However, we can't forget one of the biggest real estate channels on YouTube, Meet Kevin. His bubbly personality has shot up the ranks on YouTube, and today we will take a look at what makes him so successful. Welcome to the Lavish List, your guide and path into the crazy life of the wealthy. If you're not subscribed, you're missing out. Number 8. Kevin comes from humble beginnings. Every self-made millionaire has a come-up story, a story that is so intense and crazy that Hollywood would be banging on your door to the rights for your story. Well, Kevin's story isn't too crazy, but it definitely is a story that explains how he became the millionaire real estate investor he is today. Kevin started not so great of a student in high school, like most successful entrepreneurs do.
The A students work for the B students, the C students run the businesses, and the D students dedicate the buildings.
His non-studious nature, he decided to take easy classes so that he had more time to focus on what he was really interested in, real estate. Considering he started in 2008, during the housing crisis, it definitely was not a bad time to get started in the field. With his huge motivation to learn the game of money, along with him getting his real estate license, Kevin began his journey to become a real estate mogul. One thing Kevin credits his success on is niching down into one section of real estate, which was single-family housing for middle-class families, even though he didn't know anything about real estate.
I knew absolutely nothing at all about, avocado toast or real estate.
Kevin jumped in quickly in closing his first deal, and the rest was history. Number 7. Kevin can catch on to trends. Even in this digital world, there's one thing about marketing that will never change, and that is the idea of catching on to trends. If you want to promote yourself on your business, it is important to make sure that you get as many eyes on you as possible, and the only way to do that is to make a product that people care about. Kevin is an absolute maestro at this, as you can see by his extensive YouTube portfolio. Kevin began to make videos on the new stimulus checks last year.
Hey everyone, me Kevin here with updates on stimulus, this time with...
He made a video about the beef between Grant Cardone and Jordan Belfort.
The Wolf of Wall Street versus Grant Cardone. Let's get right into it.
He even got sued by Grant for making content on him.
This may not come as a surprise to you. I've made a lot of videos talking about Grant Cardone and his business model.
All these trending topics and publicity allowed Kevin to grow his channel to unbelievable, amazing heights, to where he receives a whopping 39 million views per month. Quite a pretty penny. Number 6. Kevin is practical. Even though many rich people come from humble beginnings, many of them also lose touch on reality. That makes it hard for people to relate, or even understand them. Take Grant Cardone, for example. He started in the real estate game with buying a single-family home. Unfortunately, he became vacant and he was forced to pay the mortgage out of pocket.
I'm showing you the first house I ever bought. This is 1113, I forgot.
After that, Grant became scared, and now he tells all of his followers to buy 16-unit property. Look, Grant, I understand that a single-family home might not work for everyone, but telling people to buy 16 units, which would cost them at least $700,000 in any market in the United States, it's just not practical. Kevin's approach is much more feasible for the average listener. He understands that many people don't have the capital to invest into a large multi-family apartment complex, so he preaches the practicality of owning multiple single-family homes and explains each of the benefits.
Talk about a specific example of 10 units versus 5 single-family houses.
Number 5. He has an insane work ethic. Having a vision is great, but that is only the first step. If you're not willing to put in the work, you're never going to reach your goals.
Truth is, get back to promise and hope followed up with work, man. It's going to take work.
Good thing Kevin understands this concept. Kevin's videos are some of the highest quality videos in the real estate niche. And the craziest part is that at one point he was releasing 2 to 3 videos a day. Even Graham Stephan is baffled by the amount of content he produces.
Oh, okay. We have made to date $4,790.
This amazing amount of work he puts out might be akin to the fact that he loves what he does. Kevin is extremely extroverted and loves to share his passion of real estate with his audience. It's probably since Kevin loves what he does, so the work probably doesn't even feel like work for him. You can feel the pure passion and energy ooze out of him every time he grabs a camera. That's probably why making 2 to 3 videos a day for him is a cakewalk. Number 4, he has a great bubbly personality. Let's be honest, people who say that YouTube is easy have probably never started a YouTube channel themselves. The hours of recording, editing, thinking of new content, and not to mention the fact that you actually need to be entertaining. Well, we can all agree that Meet Kevin might be one of the most entertaining personalities on the platform. His incredibly engaging video topics, from looking at almost free houses in Chicago.
Today we're coming to you from Detroit, Michigan with Graham Stephan, and we're going to be comparing houses in multiple different price ranges.
To speaking about current topics people care about, like the stimulus checks. He speaks about all of these topics with passion and charisma that is honestly hard to find in today's YouTube market. Also, with all of his charisma, he's still able to seem relatable and not too over the top, unlike some other financial YouTubers. This is probably why he resonates with his audience so well. Number 3, his method of real estate investing is unique and simple. When people see a successful person, 9 times out of 10 they think that they have some sort of secret that they need to reach that level. Many people do not understand that it's a pretty simple concept.
Don't ever let somebody tell you you can't do something. Not even me.
Overcomplicating things will just ruin your progress and may even cause you to quit. That's why Kevin loves to invest into things that are simple, because less moving parts means less of a chance to lose your money. Take a look at what Biaheza bought a rental property. Kevin basically clowned him because he was overcomplicating his investment strategy.
Bathrooms and no...
Look at the job! The install on the door! Oh my god.
Kevin believes in buying properties that only need a little bit of cheap work that can provide quick, intangible value to your home's price. No need to invest into projects that need a lot of work, like a new roof or a new electrical system. That's why when Barbara from Shark Tank gave advice on how to invest in a rental property, he began to cringe pretty hard on her advice.
In today's Meet Kevin report, we're talking Barbara Corcoran when she visits Good Morning America and apparently inspires.
Just because you add different tile does not mean you can charge more for the house. Kevin's investment strategy really applies to the average investor, which is why people love his content so much. Number 2, he's very open and transparent. One thing that people love the most is someone who is very open with their life. It makes it easier to connect with them. And honestly, people are kind of nosy, so they love hearing about other people's lives. That's why Graham Stephan is so popular, because people can see how genuine he is with his audience.
4 years of making videos here on YouTube, I'm gonna break down exactly how much I make with a channel of about 2.5 million subscribers, because
he literally showed his entire following how much money he makes a year from YouTube. And Meet Kevin is no different. For years he was showing his following how he invests, what properties he's looking at, and why he chooses certain properties over others. It really makes for entertaining content, especially when he talks about what we all want to hear, how much money he makes. All of his hard work really pays off, because he showed his audience that he gets over 30 million views per month, which makes him a whopping $250,000 per month.
Here we go. So this is May, okay? I'm gonna show you the first day we got here. The first day.
Now that is quite a pretty penny. Maybe the next thing we should all invest in is a camera for YouTube. Number 1, he networks within his field. Growth is important. If you're not growing in business, you're essentially moving backwards, because your competitors are right behind you.
Whatever industry you're in, if you don't know more about it than anybody else in the world, whoever those other people are that know more are going to kick your ass.
And one of the best ways to grow is to network. YouTubers network all the time to grow their fan base, like Graham Stephan and Tech Lead.
What's up, you guys? It's Graham here. So I have a really special guest on the channel today. He is the Tech Lead from the Tech Lead Show.
The Tech Lead and Joma Tech.
I wanted to discuss the differences between a software engineer and a data scientist.
And Nate O'Brien with Graham.
Third ever podcast episode of the Iced Coffee Hour with Jack and Graham and me, Nate O'Brien.
Kevin is no different, and his networking is even more intense. He has had many issues and battles with a certain financial master named Grant Cardone, and he is even sued by Grant. Kevin is smart enough to know that even though this would be an issue that could hurt him financially, he still found a way to monetize the whole ordeal by creating merch with the title "Don't Sue Me, Bro," and even meeting Grant Cardone in person.
Oh yeah, I understand. Everybody's trying to get their piece. You got to figure out how you're going to get it, you know?
Yeah.
So.
Now, even though this form of networking is not the most ideal, it did help him grow his fan base and ultimately was a net positive for him. And that just about wraps things up for today. We hope you enjoyed this video. Please give us a like and let us know in the comment exactly what you would do if you were filthy, filthy rich. We would love to hear from you, so tell us. Remember to smash the subscribe button and share this video if you want more ultra luxury videos just like this one. This has been the Lavish List. You stay classy, YouTube.